Hello friends. So in this video I'm going to discuss about the different thermodynamic process. So to understand all the thermodynamic process you have to follow my earlier videos that I already uploaded in this channel. Okay. So first you can see how many thermodynamic processes are there. Okay. So the first one is isothermal process. So if you see the name and that term is thermal. One is thermal, another is iso. Okay, isothermal. So this process is means the temperature is constant. Okay, so in isothermal process means where the temperature is constant. So one thing we know that there are different variable in thermodynamics that already we say that P pressure, volume, temperature. So in isothermal process our temperature is constant. Okay, next process is the isobaric process. So in isobaric process, what is constant? The pressure is constant. So these are the variables. So according to this variable in isobaric, our pressure is constant. Next is isochoric. Okay. So here the volume is constant. So in isothermal temperature is constant, isobaric is pressure is constant, and isochoric is volume constant. Okay. Then one more important process is adiabatic process. Okay. So what is the adiabatic process? The definition is the dq is 0. Okay. So if there is dq is 0, it means no heat is added or removed from the system. So already we know from the first law of thermodynamics that the formula is, what is the formula of first law of thermodynamics? dq equal to du plus dw. Okay. dq equal to du plus dw. So in that case, what is dq? dq is heat. So if the dq is 0, so according to the adiabatic process, our this part is 0. Okay, so it means no heat added or removed to the system. So these four, this 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically this four process we can say the thermodynamic process. So apart from these four, some other processes are there: reversible process and cyclic process. Reversible process and cyclic process we can use in uh, next topic when we discuss about the heat engine and then Carnot engine. Okay, but the important points is isothermal process, isobaric process, then isochoric process and adiabatic process. And using this process we can uh, find some work done. Okay, so one by one we are explaining all the work done. Okay, so next if you see, it means first we can concentrate on the thermo isothermal process. Okay, so in isothermal process uh, there are some condition when we how we get the isothermal process. Okay, so the condition we can write like this. So, here the condition, because any process is not converted into the isothermal, some special condition is needed. So for isothermal process, first condition is, what is the first condition? You can see this um, piston. So first condition is the well should be conducting. Conducting means exchange of heat is allowed. Okay, exchange of heat. And the second is slow process. Okay, so how we get an isothermal process if this wall, is conducting. If this wall is conducting, okay, then we get the isothermal process. Why? Because if we apply some heat, maybe if we are applying some heat, then what happen? If we applied some heat, but our aim to maintain that the temperature T is constant inside this piston. So if we apply some heat, then the extra heat may release through this conducting wall. This is one condition. And another condition is, suppose if this piston is there, so if I press this piston very fast, okay, if I press the piston or move the piston very fast, then what happen? Its pressure may change. Okay, so if the pressure is increased and volume, because if I suppose if I apply the force into this direction to the piston, okay, then what happened? And if we applied some force to this direction very rapidly, what happened? Its pressure may vary, okay, because due to the decreasing volume, its pressure increase. So if the pressure is increased, then the temperature is also getting increased. So in that case, it is not possible to get the isothermal. So to get the isothermal process, we have to follow this condition. First is the wall should be conducting, because if any excess heat or any excess temperature may release from this conducting wall, and the process must be very slow. If we get the very slow process, or we can say the quasi-static process. One term is there, I already said that this is the quasi-static process. If the process is quasi-static, then also we can get the isothermal process. So what is the main condition for isothermal process? That the temperature T equal to constant. Okay, now some definition or terms are there. So we can see, in order for an isothermal process we take place, we assume that the system is in constant is in contact with the heat reservoir. Okay, and in general we assume that the system remain in equilibrium throughout all the process. So we assume that the system is in equilibrium. And one more thing is that whatever the condition, whatever the process we can discuss here we assume that, or we consider according to ideal gas equation. Okay, so whatever we are discussing or dealing with this process, so we can consider these are in the ideal gas equation. Okay, so one thing is that so what is the equation for the isothermal process? Okay, equation of isothermal process. What is the equation of isothermal process? Is equal to Pv equal to constant. Okay, this is the equation of isothermal process. Here is that Pv equal to constant. Okay, now our next aim to find the work done in the isothermal process. So before discussing the work done, I just write one term, is that in isothermal, no change in temperature. In isothermal, no change in temperature, but it's what it is, change its volume. Okay, so already I discussed that if there is any change in volume, then the work done is there. So if so if the volume changes, then work done is occurs. So if the volume changes, then work done is occurs. So how the volume changes? Again, I'm repeating. Suppose this is a piston, and this is a conducting wall. If any, in that case, we are applying very slow process. It means quasi-static process. So what happens? Suppose if I applied maybe any heat, so what happens is volume may increase. If I apply some force to this direction, its volume may decrease. Okay, so in that case, what happened? Work done is occurred because the change in volume. So if the work done is there, then we are going to calculate the work done in isothermal. So our next aim is that work done in isothermal process. Okay, so this is quite important, work done in isothermal process. So first thing is that we using this formula dW equal to P dot dV. That formula already we know and we already discussed. Now suppose you can consider volume V1 and volume V2. Okay, so what is the total work done? Total work done in change in volume V1 to V2, because now our aim is to find the work done in isothermal process. So in V1 to V2, so here we can write, because here we can using the ideal gas equation mu RT, so we can consider this formula. So PV equal to mu RT, so mu RT by V. Okay, mu we can say that molarity, and R equal to gas constant. Okay, so now it is really the mathematical part. V1 by V2 equal to P dot dV. Okay, then next mu RT, if you consider V1 by V2, and if I put the value of P in this equation, then we can get dV by V, because P equal to mu RT by V. Okay, so I think you understood this. Now in the next line we can write mu RT, and then I can expand this dV by d. We can get log V1 by V2. So how we get this value? Integration V1 V2 dV by V. So this is from our differential formula. Okay, so you can cross check the mathematics, or I think in the higher secondary you can also know this formula. So this is using this formula we can get this term. Now in the next line we can write mu RT. So if I just like log V2 minus log V1, so our W equal to mu RT log V2 by V1. Okay, so this is our formula for work done in isothermal process. This is work done in isothermal process. Okay, so this formula is very much important, and using this formula we can solve different numericals, and also this formula used in different engine. So what we discuss in this lecture? In this lecture we said that there are different processes there, and our main concentration in this lecture is the isothermal process. So what is isothermal process? Isothermal process, T is equal to constant. So how we get the isothermal process? The condition is that if the wall is conducting, and the second is slow process. Actually it is not slow, very slow process, slow process. Okay, so if we get this condition, if we using this condition, then we can get T is equal to constant. Okay, this is the isothermal. So I think you understood today's video. First we discuss the different process, then isothermal process, then we can also derive the formula for work done for isothermal process. Okay, if you have any doubt, then you can comments me. And thanks for watching this video, and in the next video I'm going to explain the work done in adiabatic process. So thank you for watching.